Start.
This is Project 9 Book Commentary. We're in the EDM 310 class at the University of South Alabama in the fall of 2014.
We are Group 2 in the Tuesday-Thursday class at 2 o'clock. And this is by Felicia Grantham,
Brianna McCormick,
Sydney Reeves,
and Kelly Kuhai.
We're going to get our discussion going with answering the question, what is partnering?
Well, according to the Merriam-Webster website, partnering is one of two or more people, businesses, etc., that work together to do business, and it's somebody who participates in an activity or game with somebody else.
Well, I was reading in Prinsky, and it stated that partnering is, to a large extent, setting up a new relationship between you as a teacher and your students.
Yeah, I also think that collaboration goes hand in hand with partnering.
I agree with that, and Prinsky went a little farther as to saying it's the opposite of teaching. By telling, it allows the students to learn on their own.
Continuing on with our discussion, we're going to go on to number 2, which is, what are the teachers' and students' roles?
I think the teachers and student roles are both equally important.
I agree with that, and Prinsky actually had a few ideas on how to use student and teacher roles in partnering. He suggested researching, allowing the students to do research, allowing the students to use technology, and even though you may know something about technology as the teacher, you might want to hold back and let the students explore that avenue.
I completely agree, and that teachers need to be a coach and they need to guide. They need to let the students work on their own and not micromanage them so bad. They need to, when they set goals, they need to ask questions too and use larger questions and that are open-ended.
Yeah, open-ended questions are always better for the students.
The next question asks the benefits partnering will bring.
I think partnering will bring back the community into schools. Parents need to be in a circle with teachers. Teachers are obviously in a circle with students. Everybody needs to come full circle.
Yeah, I agree. It also helps them engage more in their learning. Students get more excited to do things, I guess, when they're with their groups and not just sitting down listening to a teacher or taking notes or, yeah.
And I think partnering helps with the preparation for class because students knowing that other students are relying on them for their grade or whatever, they'll be more prepared when they come to class and they'll just feel more responsible.
Definitely, and then I also think that partnering gives students an in-depth chance to learn. It allows them to explore across different topics too. They're not restricted to just one subject. They're learning how to use technology, how to use their sentence structures correctly, and then they're also using research.
Wrapping up our conversation, we're going to talk about what teachers and students do to facilitate partnering.
A good thing that the teachers could do is involve the parents or the administrators in what they're doing in the classrooms just to get them involved and make the partnering a lot easier for the students, teachers, and everyone really.
I think it's also important to receive feedback from your students. It's important to stay up to date on the projects you're doing and the information you're giving them on technology and things. So I think it's very important to stay up to date with your feedback about what the students are interested in.
I also think it's very important to practice, you as a teacher, and then your student needs to practice, and they need to know what their place is in the classroom.
Oh, those are all really good points. And then I also think that you need to start by talking to your students about the way you're going to be teaching them because it's probably something they haven't encountered yet, and they might kind of question you at first that you're giving them so much freedom in the classroom.
This concludes our book commentary, which was an EDM 310 production.
Our sources include merriam-webster.com,
ed.gov,
Mark Prinsky's Teaching Digital Natives,
And then on the slide, you can see all the sources for our pictures.